Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready.
All right, welcome to the Retro Wrestling Revival. It is Wednesday night, not our normal Monday, but we are here. We're going to watch some Monday Night Raw from June 23rd, 1997. I am John, and joining me as always is my muted partner, the man with the stutter, as smooth as butter. He is the king of stutter style. He is Sapphire's sweet bang. He is Christopher Martin. He's got his mic muted and he doesn't even realize it. So unmute your mic, Chris.
I keep hearing the theme music.
Oh, there you go. Now you're good. What's going on, man?
Brother, I'm doing fantastic. I hope and pray that everybody's having a safe, blessed, joyous, and wonderful night. And you know, things have been kind of chaotic for me today, but by God, I'm happy I'm here. I really can't complain. And we're going to do some good old-fashioned wrestling today. So, you know what? We're doing our Monday Night Wars series, baby. And with the Monday Night Wars, we are going to dive right back into Monday Night Raw. And, John, do you think with Monday Night Raw that they could maintain and they could better themselves than where they're at last week? Because let's just be honest, man. It was one of the worst shows I've ever seen.
Last week was dreadful that we watched Raw, so I'm hoping this is a much better one tonight. You know, we had the Ahmed heel turn, so let's see where it's at. Daniel's here in the building. He says it's Wednesday night. No wonder why Ahmed turned heel. He couldn't work Monday nights, much less Wednesday. Jeremy's here. He's breaking down. Daniel says hopefully Raw is better than the last Raw outing. Good Lord, I'm telling you, it was bad. Someone give us LaFon and Furness to settle down. What is up, fellas? What's good, Jeremy? Hopefully you're doing good, my friend. Hopefully everybody's doing good out there. We're going to have a blast tonight, I think. I'm looking forward to it. They definitely can improve from last week.
Oh, God.
It
was the worst Raw we've ever seen together.
It was fucking bad, man. It was real fucking bad. So I'm hoping and praying that tonight is a much better one. But you doing all right? You doing good?
Brother, I'm doing fantastic, man. I thought I lost my cat today, but by God, we found him. I found a Pittsburgh-style pub here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I got a brand new scooter. So I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed.
You got a brand new scooter, huh?
I do, thank God, because I love my scooters. They're awesome. It's which like my first one, it was a Segway, but like my son, he threw like the nuts away for like the back tires. So and because that model is discontinued, I can't find parts for it. So I got a brand called Go Tracks. And I paid about $300 for the thing tonight, so hopefully it'll serve its intended purpose, because that'll save me on gas. That'll save my wife from having to wake up, drop me off at work. It's going to be a great thing.
There you go. That'll be a good one then. Save a little time and all that good shit.
Oh yeah, because I only live about about 1.8 miles from my work. So I mean, it's literally
not 2 miles, not 1 mile, 1.8.
1.8. So it's like a hop, skip, and a jump, brother.
He knows it exactly. Well, we got a pretty good card on paper. It seems. I think it should be kind of fun. So let's see what turns up on this show, and if it turns out to be a good one. So here is the lineup for tonight, Mr. Martin. This is taking place in Detroit, Michigan.
Yay!
Yeah,
Detroit.
Detroit, wasn't that like the murder capital of the United States for a little while or something like that?
Yes, it was actually. And believe me, which I know about murder capitals because I used to live in one of them, which is Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Myrtle Beach. It's one of my vacation spots. I love Broadway at the beach and Joe's Crab Shack.
Oh, fantastic place to visit. Great place to retire. But if you are the in-betweener like me, I do not recommend moving down here. So yeah. Just saying.
I'm more partial to the beach, even though I live in the cold, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I totally understand. Well, once again, this is coming from Detroit, Michigan. Here is the lineup for tonight, folks. It is going to be the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, taking on Rockabilly with the Honky Tonk Man.
Oh my God.
Rockabilly.
Really?
Yeah. Detroit said, "We are number one." And Chicago said, "Hold my beer." Daniel said. Well, we also got the Legion of Doom taking on the Godwinns in a WWF World Tag Team title quarterfinal match. So
okay, that could be passable.
It could be passable. Flash Funk is taking on Sabu. Yes, that's right. Sabu is on Monday Night Raw tonight. They're still doing this ECW thing.
That really hasn't popped me at all, but
I don't think it has with anybody so far. It hasn't been too hot. So, well, let's see if Sabu can impress us tonight against Flash Funk. Mankind is taking on the British Bulldog.
Oh, really? The Bulldog from Britain. Where is the Latino Bulldog? Where is the Spanish Bulldog? Where is the Irish Bulldog? I would love to meet all those guys.
Daniel says Rockabilly versus Shamrock isn't fair. Maybe give Shamrock a few more partners just to stand any chance.
I agree 1,000%. But the Irish Bulldog would beat the crap out of the British Bulldog. I'm just saying that right now.
Well, also we got Owen Hart with Brian Pillman, the Intercontinental Champion, taking on Goldust and Triple H, Hunter Hearst, Helmsley in a triple threat match. And they have a special guest referee. It's Pat Patterson.
Oh, really? Very nice.
Pat Patterson is the special guest referee in this match, so that should be interesting. And another probably god-awful Smoky Mountain Wrestling or Memphis or whatever they're doing here, Invasion. Brian Christopher is taking on Scott Taylor, who they later on go to form the awesome tag team Too Cool.
Okay, so Scotty Too Hottie and Grandmaster Sexay.
And then in the main event, the Nation of Domination, D'Lo and Faarooq, with Kama Mustafa take on the Undertaker and Vader in a WWF World Tag Team Title Tournament match. Boy, that's an odd pairing, isn't it?
Yeah, man. You talk about strange bedfellows. I mean, that's the definition of it right there.
Daniel says the Mexican Bulldog is named El Dandy.
You know what? Yes, I agree.
He is a jam-up guy, that El Dandy. I'm telling you, he's a good dude in my book.
Really quick, Christian, he just sent me a message saying, "Do you know what you and Brian Pillman have in common?" I said, "No, what?" He said, "Both your fathers are dead."
That son of a bitch.
I mean, seriously, come on. All right,
give me too much against each other over that garbage Fulton and Jabroni match. Yeah, that was bad. And asking a question, set up a joke. Do y'all remember the Arn and Sid fight in a hotel?
Yes.
Yeah. Arn or Sid has never wanted to touch a pair of scissors again in their life after that fight, Jeremy.
Whenever they do the scissor me daddy ass thing on AEW, apparently Arn Anderson, he
has got some PTSD to that.
PTSD has flashbacks.
Yeah, he's in flashbacks to that one. And happy birthday to Double A. It's his 65th birthday today.
Oh, the Enforcer, one of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest, straight up, one of the greatest technicians of all time. Arn, extremely underappreciated once again. But shout out to Arn.
And a great mic man, too.
Actually, yeah.
He could have been included on our list that we did for this weekend for our radio show. So we have a great show on Saturday and Sunday, but Saturday's show is the greatest stickmen of all time, the greatest guys on the mic. So check it out on Saturday night. Is Arn Anderson included in that list? I don't know. Maybe.
Did Arn take my spot or your spot?
No, it's the spot.
The spot. Okay.
The spot. It's the spot. 65 ain't no way. He was 65 in the 80s.
Yeah, dude, Arn looks
the same that he did in the 80s.
Yes.
He's pulling out that Glock Anderson on him, man.
Boom. There you go.
All right, so you ready to roll, buddy?
I'm ready to rock and roll, brother. Let's do
right,
this.
Everybody, if you want to watch along with us, head on over. We watch on the Peacock app, and if you'd like to watch with us, once again, it is the June 23rd, 1997 edition of Raw, Season 5, Episode 25. Chris, let's get rolling. We're going to go, everybody, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hit that play button now.
Okay.
In 80s countries, in 7 languages. 500 million viewers each week. That's a lot of damn people. Do you buy that number?
Back then, no.
No. Jeremy said, one of my friends said, what if Arn was the manager of the Acclaimed and they said, scissor me AA?
Oh, God.
I don't think he would like that one, Jeremy.
This would be Arn.
Yeah, he'd be hiding.
Or he would pull out his Glock.
Well, he was the stabber in that incident. It wasn't Sid.
What?
Yeah, he's the one that shanked Sid with the scissors. It wasn't the other way around.
Yet Sid was the one that got fired.
Daniel said, Ahmed Johnson is my number 1 stick man of all time.
Oh, he's the mushmouth of wrestling. But no, like
in 80 countries, we still torment them all with Ahmed.
Oh, that and Phyllis and Alphon.
Oh, those guys. All right, here comes the pyro to set the show. Always love this when they would do it, Chris.
Oh, God,
these days when they would set off the first hour of Raw with this.
Oh,
you missed the pyro?
God, I do, man. I miss the grittiness of the setup of it. And the thing is that like the modern setup's not terrible, but I like the grittiness.
Look at those signs, Chris.
I know. You will never see that ever again.
Look at all of those signs in the crowd.
Is that a
Beavis and Butthead sign?
Yes.
Oh, dude, this town is making my night so far.
This is why we love this era.
Hey, man, look at that shit. A Beavis and Butthead sign.
Bro, we will never see signs like this ever again.
Brian Beeline, what's up, my friend? Great to see you.
Howdy, Brian.
Had a blast on Brian's show last night on the Beeline. Great time. We did some Wrestle Talk last night. We had a good time. So great to see you, Brian.
That's what I'm talking about.
Daniel said this pyro would make Cody Rhodes proud.
Oh, my God, yes. Do you know Mr. Rhodes' favorite holiday is the 4th of July? He's got like the largest fireworks display.
He's lighting them off in the background at his house.
Exactly. Which literally every single time Cody wakes up, his wife has to set off the fireworks before he leaves the bedroom.
Jeremy said Kane's Pyro live scared the shit out of me. Jeremy, I was at a Raw once with Kane's Pyro coming up, and I was like right above the floor seating. I was in like that first row that's elevated up, and we were right over in the background. Exactly. We were right over in the background, Chris. Mm-hmm. And Kane, when he came out and did that pyro, it was so loud, man. I had to shit my pants too. It was like. It was like a fucking, and I've had bombs go off right next to me, on the side of me, in front of me. I'm telling you, that thing sounded as close to a bomb going off as you possibly could have. That thing was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Sunny sit here sign is something you'll never see nowadays. It'd be, please don't suffocate me.
Oh, God, come on.
Yes.
Come on. By the way, whenever the other night I was making love to my wife, I was screaming out like
I don't
Cody.
need to hear this shit.
Really quick, I was screaming out like Cody, saying "Whoa!" and she told me to shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Oh, look at Ahmed in the nation here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hot right now. Did you understand a word of what he just fucking said?
No. Mumble, 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 mumble.
Boy, he's pissed, man. He didn't get his 23.5 hours of sleep last night.
He's worse than a cat with sleep.
Oh, man. Fucking Ahmed Johnson. He is the shits. That guy.
How often? Which on average, how much does your cat sleep? Would you say like 16 hours a day?
More than that. Son of a bitch is always sleep. I have a geriatric cat. It's like 18 years old. All that motherfucker does is meow at me for food all the time. He thinks that like he didn't eat, and he eats every 5 seconds.
He's got a bottomless pit for his stomach.
He's obnoxious with it. I love him to death. I've had him for 18 years. And that son of a bitch doesn't stop tormenting me all day. That's why I lock him in the basement at night, all the cats, so they don't bother me.
That's, dude, like the fact you've had a cat for almost 20 years, that's impressive.
Yeah. I've had my animals, knock on wood, have good longevity. I'm doing something right, I guess. All the chili I feed them is good.
Yes.
How in the world, when WWF made bobbleheads, do we never get a D-Lo one?
That's a really good point.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
He's a human bobblehead.
Brian, you're an old school fan. What did you think of Ahmed Johnson? I want to know what you think of Ahmed Johnson. Jeremy, what did you think of Ahmed Johnson? I want to hear a couple other perspectives on this.
Subtitles go. No,
subtitles look at Ahmed and go, no, thank you, sir. I don't even think subtitles could decipher what this guy is saying.
No. Who do you think's worse, him or the Ultimate Warrior?
Wow.
That's a
loaded question right there. That is a loaded question. What is with Ahmed and the fucking beret right now? Is he like joining the Expendables team here with Sylvester Stallone?
I don't know, but they have a fourth one coming out apparently.
Yeah, it does look good though.
It does.
Yeah, Brian says he was born in me, bro. Warrior was wild, Brian. He was something.
Okay.
Warrior was the craziest son of a bitch in the world when his promos. The bad part about his promos was it wasn't fake, man. That was that idiot actually talking, and that was what he was actually thinking. He was oozing with what, distrucity?
Distresticle?
Yeah.
Distrucity? Okay, hold on. Yes.
Warrior talked about having loaded spaceships with rocket fuel. I've yet to figure what Ahmed is saying.
Oh my God, yes.
D'Lo's finally talking here for the first time. I don't think they've given D'Lo the mic yet on Raw.
D'Lo is very underrated.
He's okay. He's all right.
He's a decent promo.
Did you hear Ahmed go to Vince? You better straighten your face out. Who do you think takes in a fight, Vince or Ahmed this time?
Vince.
Absolutely. Hands down.
Yeah.
Jesus, Brian says, best memory of Ahmed was when Goldust kissed him.
Oh, God.
He was hot about that, too. He still talks about it when I've seen interviews.
I love what Jeremy just said, too.
Johnson lost his brain cells when Double J hit him with the guitar. Jeremy, that would imply that he actually had to have brain cells. I don't think he had too many of them.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about Dana Warrior? She got let go.
Yeah, well, the world is going to come to an end now.
Yeah.
What a made-up job that shit was.
What
he couldn't straighten his face. The wig was weighing him down, Daniel said.
Oh, my God. What did Dana do for the company besides that 1 year appearance?
An ambassador or something? I have no idea. She
yeah.
was some type of ambassador. The name of his finisher sounds like a bad night at Taco Bell and tequila. The Pearl River Plunge.
Yes, I love that. Yes.
Oh, Jesus. I love this.
Necessary.
The crowd is completely mum right now because they did not understand a word what this schmuck just said.
Yes.
Oh my, here's the inception now of the Disciples of Apocalypse coming out in their motorcycles.
Brian Crush.
Yeah, Crush. Brian Adams.
Yes.
I don't remember the other ones. Brian Lee maybe, and then the KKK twins here. Skull and 8 Ball, the Harris brothers.
Brian Lee was friends with the Undertaker, so I know he
was
probably
the fake
got the
Undertaker in that SummerSlam match, right?
Yeah, and you can't tell me that there wasn't a bit of favoritism there for Brian Lee.
A little bit. Yeah, I think that's all she did, Brian, was host the Warrior Award.
Yeah.
She got 10 years of paychecks. I feel not one bit bad for her.
Yeah, I agree.
She was probably making like $500,000 a year to do nothing. Now, if anybody wants to go find the Harris twins, aka Skull and 8 Ball here, just go look at go look for your local Ku Klux Klan rally, and those two will be there. It's true, those racist sons of bitches.
Oh yeah, because Didn't they have
got
like
the Nazi SS things on them.
Oh yeah, they do.
Brian, you didn't know he was Hawaiian? Yeah, shaka bra, brother, shaka bra. What do you say, Chris? Shaka bra.
Shaka bra.
Shaka bra. Shamrock heard the name 8 Ball and found himself in the zone.
Oh yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
Jeremy said, fun fact about Crush, he's the only person in WWE to kick out of the Razor's Edge. All right.
That's correct.
All right, now we have the DOA taking on the Nation here in a big brawl here to get this started. Yay. They're beating the shit out of each other, though.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Nation here all day. Ron Simmons and Kama could fuck all 4 of those guys up at the same time, probably.
Yeah.
Though Brian Adams was a bad dude.
Just like with those two, I wouldn't fuck with them.
I wouldn't fuck with Brian Adams ever either. Or probably Skull and 8 Ball. They probably were good brawlers, but you're talking about Ron Simmons. When people say that he was unfuckwithable, he was unfuckwithable. He
was up there with Haku.
I would probably say from what people have said, yeah, no doubt about it.
Do you think the Harris twins are taking liberties knowing their personal views?
Nah, I don't. I wouldn't want to take liberties with Ron Simmons or Kama, the Godfather.
Where's David Ducat?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing that. Look at this schmuck in the police hat here with that white hat for Detroit. Imagine having to walk around in that dopey ass hat.
Yeah, I'm good.
He looks like a meter maid. Ahmed is gassed already after that 30-second brawl and talking for a minute.
Oh my God.
They got all the security out here. This was the start of the gang warfare shit, right?
Yes, and Los Boricuas.
Yeah, Los Boricuas with Savio, I think will probably be next.
Yay.
And this is where Ahmed gets hurt in this segment, taking away his title match against Taker.
Oh, he had hurt in this segment?
I don't know. Maybe.
Thank God.
Brian says, I remember meeting Ron Simmons at my job at Target. He strolled in flip-flops, no lie. No shit, man. Was he a cool dude? Did you get a chance to talk to him, Brian?
From what I heard, Ron's a decent person, but
I don't like it, man. He looks like a stand-up guy.
A jam-up guy. There you
Listen
go.
to all those bikes roaring in here.
Dude, there's Elvis.
Yeah, look at it. The king is still alive.
He is.
And I'm not
and
talking
he's
about
in Detroit.
What's with the guy in the floor with the, crouching there?
He's covered his ears.
He looks like he's hiding from a beat down here. Let's see. Yeah, I shook his hand. He was buying a cell phone. All right.
Take that up.
Brother Martin and Brian, I asked John earlier your answers if you're a wrestler. What's your name, your city, and your finisher? What's your name? What's your wrestler name, your city, and your finisher?
Okay, my city would be Pittsburgh. My finisher would be the Pedigree. And my name would be Stuttering Stanley.
Stuttering Stanley with the stutter as smooth as butter.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna use the Cloverleaf for mine, but I'll rename it as a finisher. Yeah. City, I'm going for Reno.
Saginaw.
No, Reno, Nevada. I want to be from Reno. My finisher is going to be called Rolling the Dice.
Nice, nice.
I don't know what my name is still, Jeremy. I haven't been able to narrow it down.
Or the Stuttering Stud Muffin. I'm just saying.
The Heat-Seeking Missile, Johnny P.
I love it.
We got that triple threat match. That should be a fun match later with Goldust, Triple H, and Owen. Jim Ross and Vince on commentary here. I'm loving it. Is that Brad Taylor from Home Improvement behind Vince?
No shit. No, wait. I got my name. The Steel City Stutter Muffin.
The Steel City Stutter Muffin. All right.
Yes, I love that. All right.
Fuck Reno. I don't want Reno. I gotta pick a new city.
Saginaw.
Fuck Saginaw. They're all ugly people in Saginaw.
What about Pearl River, Mississippi?
Yeah, I'll take. Yeah, Pearl River, New York. We're changing it. Pearl River, New York. Shamrock's in the back warming up here he's looking like he's ready for a UFC fight here. He's gonna crush Rockabilly.
Oh yeah, Rockabilly, baby.
Poor Billy Gunn.
Oh my God, the theme song.
Chris, tonight's show is brought to you by Wrigley's Winter Fresh Chewing Gum for icy cool breath that lasts. Chew Winter Fresh.
Yes,
and the crowd just went mild. Rockabilly's out.
Which I called you with 1-800-COLLECT earlier, and you said no to the charges.
Damn right I did. I'm not taking your collect call.
I was in jail earlier.
Yeah, life sucks. I'm sticking around there for a bit. That kid calls me collect from jail. He's staying. Figure it out. Call Dog the Bounty Hunter, kid.
Yes.
Ooh, Ken's challenging Austin from last week.
You know, I thought of a great tag team, actually.
What's
Joe
that?
Exotic and Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, God.
What do they call Mullet Mania?
The Exotic Bounty Hunters. I don't know.
Exotic Bounty Hunters? Mullet Mania?
Yes.
Exotic neurotic.
Who's got a better mullet? Dog the Bounty Hunter or Joe Exotic? Let's hear it from everybody out there. Who's got a better
Dog.
mullet?
Dog, without a doubt, man. That thing is primed and primed.
What's his name?
Joe Exotic?
Exotic's got that skullet going on.
I got you.
The less they show of last week's Raw, the better.
Oh,
Brian's
God.
going with you. He's going with Dog.
Dog, yes.
Dog's got like that tapered mullet.
Yeah.
You know, like
I love it. Like a Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, he's got the Billy. Yep, Daniel said the same thing. Billy Ray Cyrus right there. He's got that mullet going. All right. Jeremy's going to be the prodigy Jeremiah Murphy from Bad Street in Atlanta, GA. Michael P.S. Hayes is his manager. Finishes the bull hammer that Wade Harrod used. I love that finishing move.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
I love that one. Billy Ray Cyrus's mullet. That's tremendous stuff.
I love it.
You know, I have a mullet shirt with like hair on it.
You do? That is
yes,
awesome.
I do. I'll try to pull it out of the packed away old clothes that probably don't fit me anymore. So I still probably have it down there. Dan the Beast Severn is on commentary here.
Hell yeah.
Because of course they got the UFC stuff and his feud with Shamrock and everything that was going on with them, throughout the years.
You did work with Dan, and Dan was a stand-up guy.
Dan is a very nice man and a wonderful
very
guy.
busy. Very busy.
Very always going. Got nothing but respect for Mr. Severn. Really good dude.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Really good dude.
Dude, this crowd shots.
They're not into this though, right here. This match, they're pretty quiet. Mike Tyson is, I don't know what that sign says. Something else. Why does Dan sound like he's on a 1-800 collect call right here in the microphone?
I don't know, but dude, Shamrock he's definitely hitting the roids.
Audio difficulties.
He's definitely hitting the roids.
Dan said, Severn on commentary, a silent assassin, not the best to put on the booth. He wasn't.
I agree.
What is the music they use for Shamrock? Jobber theme 025.
Yes.
From the streets, by Brian B. Move is the straight to the point, the STP. I like that one. There you go.
I love it. Yes.
From the mean streets of Atlanta, GA, Brian B. is here. Just don't let him hit that finishing move on you, the STP. Straight to the point, motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah. And like my submission finisher would be the Anaconda Vice.
Oh, you like the Anaconda, huh?
Yes.
Cloverleaf is my favorite finisher, so that's why I'm going with that as my finisher if I'm a wrestler. I'm telling you one thing, I might not be able to narrow down a name and city yet, but I'm totally going as a heel.
Yes.
Would you want to be a heel or a baby face, you guys? What would you guys want to be?
I will want to be an extremely a very confused drunk, okay? Like walking out, I'm stuttering, I'm drunk, and just.
So you're going to be like this British Bulldog promo that Daniel sent me last night from Worldwide with Alex Wright?
Yes.
All right, Brian's going to be a heel all day. You picking heel, Chris?
Yes, I'm going to be heel, and basically I'm the type to where I'm just going to go out to the ring. I'm sloshed beyond measure, and then they don't have to do. Yeah. And then they don't have to do like a move on me. I just pass out and they pin me. It's like pin me, then pay me.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So you're like Barry Horowitz.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah. Or Iron Mike Sharp.
Yes. What?
Someone to feed me.
Oh.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the crowd is not in.
Oh, come on, Daniel.
Chris would automatically be from the Steel City. That's automatically a heel.
Well, I got a prediction. Mr. TJ Watt will break the sack record this year.
He already did. For the Steelers, right? He already did.
Yeah.
He did this last week.
No. What I'm saying is the seasonal sack record.
Oh, okay.
He will break it. So
lofty pick.
Dude,
Maybe.
he's on track to get 34 sacks this year.
Honky is going to swing for the fences here with that guitar, but nope. Ken Shamrock.
Oh, God, that
around
was
in
smooth
time.
as shit right
That
there.
was the quickest tap to a submission I've ever seen. He touches Rockabilly's ankle, and Rockabilly taps out.
Yes.
Ken's staring
Rockabilly.
down Severn right now.
He'll CM Punk 2.0 without the drama. Ugly dog named Larry. Oh,
Fuck Larry, that dog. Fuck him.
Hey, stop.
Barry Horowitz from the cleaning supply site at Walmart weighing a whole lot of garbage.
Dude, I would not mess with Severn.
Elvis is really behind Dan right now.
Good for Elvis. What'd you think of the movie Elvis?
I thought it was phenomenal.
I did too.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Look at that goof in the Undertaker's outfit. He's like doing his best Undertaker or Marilyn Manson impression of some sorts.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then there's the other Steve Austin guy. For some reason, they're raising each other's hands now, Dan and Ken. I have no idea why, but...
Yeah, the difference between Dan and Ken is Dan's always been all natural.
Yeah, he's a strong son of a bitch. Let me tell you.
Ken, chemically produced.
Chemically induced, just a pinch.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit. Dan's got to go up there with the greatest mustaches of all time, too.
Oh, dude, that mustache.
He's right up there with Lee Marshall.
Whoa. Huh. Whoa.
Who's more insane, Frank or Ken? You know, that's a tough question, Jeremy, because they're both crazy fuckers. I'm going to go with Ken. I think
Frank
Ken
Trigg?
has used... No, Frank Shamrock, his brother, who's a UFC fighter, too.
Was it Frank Trigg I'm thinking of?
Frank Trigg is a fighter, but Frank Shamrock was a really good fighter, too.
Dude.
They hated each other forever. All right, so they're giving Godwinn some time on the mic right now. Now Phineas is looking demented.
Henry Godwinn, an extremely nice guy. He's a friend of the show. Shout out to Henry. Honestly, the guy, one of the funnest interviews we've ever done.
He was a great guy.
Oh, yeah, he was.
I wouldn't say for me one of the funnest, but he was really good. You know, he was a really good time. He was a really nice guy.
Very giving. Like, the guy would answer anything.
Oh, he enjoyed it a ton. We had him on for about an hour and a half when we did it.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We got a fun interview hopefully coming up next week on the radio show. Hopefully we're shooting for next Saturday or Sunday to air with a legend from WCW. That's all I'm going to say. And from a legendary wrestling family, a legend himself, and really going to be fun to talk to him hopefully next week.
Many people, they consider him one of the greatest of all time with what he did. So that's all I could say.
Brother Martin could shave his head and be Tank Abbott for Halloween. Would you do that, Chris?
I'll put a bald cap on. How about that?
I just want him to do. If you do that, I want you to do the 3 count song and do the dance like Tank.
I will. And let me get like the shirt with like the nipples cut out.
There you go.
How about
Pia
that?
News making the airwaves.
Yes.
The way Phineas looked when Henry breathed on him. Winter fresh. Go use some of that sponsorship stuff that you get. Ooh, buddy, here comes Sable now. Woo!
Sable, yes. She is actually the biggest draw in the history of the Attitude Era. So, like, thing is that many people don't know this, but she was actually, I think, like the second biggest ratings draw within like the whole company behind Stone Cold Steve Austin.
She definitely was extremely marketable. And
yes,
was somebody that did very, very well for them.
Oh yeah, she did. And the thing is like with Mark Marrow, just the whole thing with Mark and Sable. It's just it's sad to see how it all just went down.
I wasn't into this whole stuff with Mark and Sable where they were, kind of warring with each other. I wasn't really into it. Were you, Chris?
Yeah. Not really. I thought honestly it devalued Mark and what he could offer. And I think they should have just separated them right off the bat. But that's just me.
All right, Chris, I got to say this. As much as I think the world of Mr. Henry Godwinn and loved having him. Oh, shit, that they just showed the
good
where
God.
Henry got his neck broke. Damn. I as much as I love Henry and I think he's a wonderful guy, the music that they had is the fucking worst.
It's the drizzling shits, if you will.
That's a good one we can do one day for a show. The worst theme songs of all time.
The drizzling shits theme song.
Yeah, I think we need to do that in the next few weeks over on the radio show.
Yes.
The Slammy Awards outfit. Yep. Good night indeed. That was a beautiful thing, my friend.
What would you put? Okay, hold on. Would you say like the Right to Censor song is up there and the worst theme song?
Yes. If Mark would have gave her a TKO, it'd have made that angle. One
Yeah.
football question, Brother Martin. Was the hit on Chubb clean or dirty? What do you think?
I think it was clean.
I do too. I don't think it had any malicious intent to it. Daniel is going with my pick for the worst theme song of all time, Brie Mode.
God, Brie Mode's terrible.
Oh, that is the worst fucking theme song of all time.
And one of the best theme songs.
I would rather listen to Right to Censor on repeat.
Oh my God,
hours than listen to that. Here's one of the best with the like you said, with the Legion of Doom.
You
are gonna try to slop them?
Uh-oh.
That's not a smart move to go slop those two.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
but no, just
a hawk and animal.
But no, which I drafted Kareem Hunt in one of my leagues, and some people thought I was nuts. I'm looking like a genius now.
You think Chubb's career's over?
Yes.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
I think so too.
I think
Hunt back from that, it'd be a miracle.
Which I see Hunt with the Browns for like at least like the next year or two. Yeah. He's gonna be their starter.
I'd rather listen to Dean Douglas over Brie, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a bad one.
Do I think like the Browns season's pretty much over? Yeah.
Deshaun Watson sucks.
I know he does. And
he's terrible.
And do you know the terrible thing is he's got to get paid all that money still.
Hey, that's on them. These guaranteed contracts. Was he making like $210 million to suck?
Yep, guaranteed. So
look at Animal's on fire right here.
I mean, John, like if me and you could get paid like $500,000 per year just to be on the practice squad or on the bench, we'd be happy with that.
You pay me a couple $100,000, I'll sit on the bench. No problem. With all the stuff that Hawk had in his system, that slop didn't feel a thing. Cam Akers is on the Ravens now, Chris. Do you know that?
I thought it was the Vikings.
I don't know.
I'm not saying that he's wrong. But I heard rumors that he was getting traded to the Vikings. But if it's the Ravens, that's even better.
Let's see. Cam Akers. Where'd he go? Let's double check it. Verifying it right here.
Because Cam is a great running back too.
It was the Vikings, actually.
Vikings.
Vikings got him for a swap of late 2026 draft picks. So yep, he said you're right.
We got it was Drake.
Okay.
We signed him, which
Kenyon
is
Drake?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's played for you guys.
Yeah, he's okay. He's not awful.
I think we got a good running back with Augusta Bus Edwards, so like I ain't too worried. And we got Justice Hill. He's decent. Dude, we got depth with our team. That's what I love about it.
You can keep dreaming.
Excuse me?
You can keep dreaming.
Brother, I can't wait to face your Dolphins in the playoffs.
I can't wait. We're going to face you in the regular season this year.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You're going to get the beating of a lifetime.
How about this? We'll put down like a $5 bet.
Whatever. I'm down.
Okay.
Let's make it interesting. Let's do 20.
20? Okay, that works for me.
Heard it right here on the show. $20 bets.
What week is the game?
I think it's later in the season.
Okay.
With my luck, half of our team will be injured, so that's just the way it works for me and my teams.
I'll be honest with you. Which I won. It was $35 through like my betting app, which is called Prize Picks, and which I would have won $350 if it wasn't for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, he didn't have a huge game last week.
Not at all.
They had him pretty neutralized, but it really didn't matter.
Literally, all he had to do was get 88 yards.
Belichick always has his number when Tyreek Hill, plays against him for whatever reason. I don't know why people don't try to replicate what he does.
Because apparently my pick for Tyreek, it was it's called the amplifier or something like that, to where it multiplies my bet, and his amplifier, it was 10 this week, so I could have gone from $38 to $350.
All right. And we got a bet live on air. There we go.
There you go.
Go higher. Make it a steak dinner. Winner eats the meal on a live. Loser wears the other team's shirt. Jeremy, I'm going to say that I lost a bet last year, with the Mets and the Braves with my friend, and I had to wear a Chipper Jones jersey. You know how
Oh, that
fucking
ain't too
hard
bad.
that was for me? But
Well,
I honor it. I honor my bets.
well, you're going to be cheering for the Orioles with the playoffs this year, so.
Yeah, but I like the Orioles. I think they're a good team.
Okay.
That sloppy clothesline and botch finish, yeah, that wasn't too much.
Yeah, this match
good
was
match
horrible.
here. But the crowd was into it nonetheless. They wanted
Yeah.
to see that. Now we got the Hart Foundation beating on the LOD right now.
Where's the
Oh, Pillman bent that chair on
good
Animal's back.
God?
Because we got that big 10-man tag coming up at Canadian Stampede soon.
Where's the Japanese Bulldog at?
He's out and he's out putting out fires with Muda right now.
Or the Haiti Bulldog? Just saying that. Okay.
They're all
Anyway.
beating down the LOD now. Brett is standing out.
Where's
guiding the
Goldust
team on.
at?
Where is Goldie? The rest of this team isn't coming out to help their friends.
And once again, me and John, we cannot put over Bret Hart's work enough. We personally believe this is the best run of his career.
I think so. I think 97 here in the WWF, this was the best work of his career. That's my opinion. Brett was injured for a big part of it, which is the crazy part.
I know. And Brett's similar, like with Roman Reigns or like The Miz or many others. He's best being a heel. Just saying. Which I know some people, like, they look at me, they're like, "Are you crazy? Look at everything he did being a babyface." But I feel like he was most effective as a heel.
He was great as a heel. He was great at anything he did. Fantasy booking, the Hart Foundation versus the Bloodline. Oh, that'd be some fun stuff.
Dude, just imagine the promos alone.
What's happening, Lawrence? Lawrence says, greetings from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Good to see you back, Lawrence. It's been a little bit, my friend. I hope you're doing well, buddy.
How you doing? And Daniel sent me a message. The Battle of the Lances is coming up.
The Battle of the Lances? Trey Lance, or what do we got?
It was, hold on. Lance Moriarty versus, damn it, hold on. No. Lee Moriarty versus Lee, damn it.
So we got the Battle of the Lees.
No, he calls them Lance.
Okay. Vader's trying to come after Uncle Paul here, and he just grabs it. He gets grabbed by the throat. Vader's trying to sell like he's getting choked right there, and Undertaker's hand is barely on him.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out the. Damn it, Daniel, help me out, brother. The other Lee, I keep forgetting.
Lorenz says love the Hitman. Absolutely, he's great. Lance Johnson against Lance Moriarty on Ring of Honor. Who the hell are they?
Really?
I have no idea who those guys are.
Daniel said that he would watch this over getting front row tickets to WrestleMania.
Okay, I have no idea who the hell these two are. I don't watch Ring of Honor ever, so I don't know anything that's going on over there. Yeah, Lawrence is doing well. How are you both doing? We're doing great, Lawrence.
Oh, we're doing good, brother. Thank you so much, man. Me and John here, we're just enjoying some good old fashioned wrestling.
Yes.
And that Intercontinental title is so beautiful.
It is. Vader really couldn't have been buried more in that segment. I agree, Daniel. They made him look like shit. He was barely getting touched and was acting like he was getting choked to death.
Okay, so what was worse?
Tape here? Because Stone Cold said so?
You got 13 copies of it. Why do John 14. Be honest? 14. Oh, 14. Okay.
I got 14 copies. I tried hawking them on eBay recently.
Yeah.
I felt it was a very fair deal for them. I put them up there for $22,000 each, and I still haven't got any bites. I mean, can you believe these people?
Seriously, $22,000.
That's
Come on, dude. That's a steal.
Steal.
Wow. Dude, that's like
tonight. Top 20 wins in WWF history. Brett is number one with 1,882 wins. Won 63% of his matches. Wow. That's a lot.
That is. Well, it's kind of like with you, John. You were being nice enough. Vader, like a lot of people realize this, but you're great friends like with Vader's family. And Vader gave you one of his singlets, and you were selling it for $43,000 with a free box of Tide.
Yep. They asked for the COA, they asked for the authenticity of it. And I told them all you got to do is smell it. Yeah. Like, I don't need an authenticity here. Just smell the damn thing and you'll see it's legit.
You actually had to put it outside in your storage unit because the dogs were barking so loud.
Barking. That's an understatement right there. Barking is an understatement.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing is wrong with some good old-fashioned wrestling, Lawrence. There's no school like the old school. The best one out there is the stuff that we love to watch here.
The best era and wrestling, like the Attitude Era. I mean, you got World Championship Wrestling, ECW, the WWF. I mean, awesome time to be a fan.
Flash Funk would have been number 1 in wins, but that CD track skipped a lot. There's no detergent strong enough for that outfit. Shit. You know, get the OxyClean guy out. OxyClean's not even working on that shit.
Oh my God, yes.
Billy Mays here with OxyClean. Stains on your clothes? No problem.
No problem.
Dog shit and pissed all over it? No problem. Blood stains and vomit? No problem.
Blood stains?
We'll take it out. Then Vader's outfit gets thrown in there, and it just sinks to the bottom because there's no way it's getting that shit clean.
Urine and blood stains from you murdering your wife's lover? No problem.
They got Sabu coming out here right now. The homicidal, suicidal, genocidal. That botch by Louis Spicolli in the clip. They couldn't come up with better than that.
Yes.
Boy, he's a crazy son of a bitch, Sabu, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I'd say Sabu is one of the biggest stars in the history of ECW. I mean, Rob Van Dam, in my opinion, is the biggest one to ever come out of that company.
Get Alfonso out of here with that fucking whistle.
Yeah, baby.
Bill Alfonso, how much crack do you think he smoked?
A lot.
Yeah.
I would say he was smoking crack with what's her name? The one that was in WCW, but then she went to ECW. Missy Hyatt.
Missy Hyatt.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sabu just got nailed in the legs when he went and did that flip off the top.
Oh.
Fonzie's got that whistle blowing in everybody's ear now. Sabu's going for the table. Flash Funk nails him there. I liked Flash Funk when he was Too Cold Scorpio.
I did too. I thought, excuse me, like the Flash Funk gimmick was terrible.
Worst moment of Vader's career: the White Castle of Fear, baby.
Oh yes, White Castle
We're
of
getting
Fear.
stiffed by HBK at SummerSlam.
Oh my God, yes.
WCW got Hogan, Hall, Nash, and WWF. WWF gets WCW legend Sabu.
Yes.
Savoldi Wrestling Library had a lot of great old-fashioned pro wrestling. They have their Ultimate Classic Wrestling channel on Plex. A lot of great stuff worth watching. I love it. Oh, it's cool. I'll have to look that up.
What's Plex?
Plex is an Australian channel.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, I remember it's an Australian streaming platform or something. Am I right, Lawrence?
Because Australia, they do have a rich history in wrestling.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. A lot of great competitors. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice move off the top there. Frankensteiner from Sabu.
Don't call it a Hurricanrana.
Yeah, I'm not calling it a Hurricanrana. It's a Frankensteiner in my book.
Speaking of Frankensteiners, the inventor of the Frankensteiner, Scott Steiner, check out our recent reel we just released for the Big Bad Booty Daddy, Scott Steiner.
An Eric Bischoff name drop by Heyman. We know how much Heyman loved Bischoff. Yeah, there was a lot of positivity between those two.
Oh,
Paul sued WCW a bunch of times. WCW would just pay him a couple $100,000 and that was it.
Yeah.
He'd say he was poaching talent and shit.
I
really don't think Eric ever really cared about ECW or any type of wrestling. I don't really think, in my opinion.
I don't think Bischoff was worried at all.
I don't think anybody was worried about ECW and them coming after him for anything. Nuts on the ropes. That hurts.
Ow!
Clothesline by Flash Funk. Good match so far here between these two.
Actually, pretty good. Oh, yeah.
A little sloppy, but good.
This is the match of the night so far.
How does he wrestle in those boots, Chris?
I don't know, man.
Oh, nice move by Flash Funk. He's going over the top right now. Nice.
Why is he wearing like your wife's boots?
I don't know.
I'm seriously.
He likes to borrow them.
Did he go into her closet and snatch those? I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't know if he got that big of feet though. And Eric Bischoff, that we did that one. Let's see. Sorry. Seen Sheamus' contract expires next year. He's a lifer though, Jeremy. I think.
Well, yeah.
I think he's a lifer over there. I loved RVD. He was a huge JC Jean-Claude Van Damme fan growing up. So it was cool seeing him bring that Jean-Claude Van Damme style to pro wrestling as the whole effing show. I agree. I love RVD's probably my favorite ECW guy. The couple 100,000 could barely support Sandman's drug habit.
Yeah.
I was watching some old clips the other night on the Tube of You, and some Sandman stuff came out with his entrances, and one from WrestleCon years ago where he literally drank like a fucking case of beer coming down to the ring. Smoking coming out, and then the announcer's like, they can't smoke in here. We could get shut down. And his cigarette's not lit, and some dipshit fan gives him a lighter, and he's a happy camper. And he's just firing one up after the other.
Yeah, he's a prime example of once the bell rings, it's over.
It's over. You got that 5-minute long entrance, and that was it.
Oh yeah. And speaking of ECW, which in my opinion, I feel like the Attitude Era was an amped up version of ECW's hardcore Revolution style, but more, but on like a bigger level. Some people claim, certain
the table didn't even break.
Oh God!
He tried it twice.
Good God!
That table wasn't gimmicked.
Oh no! Certain former writers, they claim that they've never watched ECW.
All right,
do you believe
third time the charm here, Chris?
Yeah,
Sorry.
third time the charm.
Here he goes. Jesus, he about decapitated him there.
Good
Jesus,
God!
Look at the floor. It's fucking disgusting in there.
God. Jesus.
They got like fucking hot dogs and hamburgers and fucking French fries on the floor there.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Now
who wins in a bar fight? Stan Hansen or JBL? Oh God, that's a good one.
Look at Sabu's going nuts, throwing the fucking chairs at the fans.
Yeah.
He must have been jonesing for something.
Jeremy, I would say Stan Hansen over JBL.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Stan Hansen. Let's see. Not sure if Plex is just Australian. It's a free online streaming platform. Downloaded it through Google Play. The Savoldi Wrestling Library outside of Plex have posted ways you can watch their Ultimate Classic Wrestling channel through their Facebook. It's not as they are not just one platform. Okay, cool. I'll have to check that out, Lawrence.
Maybe later on this year we can do like a watch along.
Yeah, we'll check out some of the stuff they got. That'd be interesting.
Here we go.
The Mankind promo from last week. This is he's teasing folks last week. He wants to form a tag team with Stone Cold. And this is going to lead to Dude Love here shortly.
Well, the funny thing is that Mick Foley is going to be brought up on our show coming up this weekend.
Absolutely. He will be on. We'll be discussing him a little bit. Daniel says that former writer probably never did watch ECW unless it was on the Bro channel. Him and Matt Riddle are their biggest supporters.
Well, you guys can put 2 and 2 together to figure out who I'm talking about. Bro. He claims with the Attitude Era, because he fully takes credit for it. Mm-hmm. He claims he never watched ECW and they did not inspire him one bit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Don't buy that shit.
You see the Sandman get crucified, then what? Then suddenly Stone Cold's getting crucified? Oh, that's just a random coincidence.
Just ironic, right?
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. So the Stone Cold said so.
Your SummerSlam $1 million challenge.
Well, I won $13 from that, actually.
Shit, you won 13?
I did.
Good for you, bro. What'd you do with it?
I bought lottery tickets and I lost all my money.
Yeah, that happens. Look at the potatoes and shit on the floor there. Fucking corn dogs, chicken tenders.
Yeah, I would hate to be the cleanup crew.
GWC's eating it off the floor, Daniel. He was out there fucking picking that shit up. Get a case of the munchies.
He literally has a house dedicated to memorabilia.
That guy's a goof. Fucking worst.
I'm thinking about shaving my beard and doing it like a Dutch Mantel.
Why not? Go for it.
Just saying.
Has the Riddle gimmick went stale a long time ago, Jeremy?
Yeah,
the shit went stale many years ago in my book, and that gimmick is of who he is a complete another goofball. Was proven at the JFK airport.
Yeah, I think his career's done. He'll never be world champion.
He was never going to be anyway. So
yeah.
Daniel said, tried for the $1 million challenge, but they said I had to smoke with GWC. I had to pass. What is cool about the Savoldi Wrestling Library is that the Savoldis who run it were behind the ICW and ICCW promotions. They were linked with the promotions like WCCW, etc. Even work with the McMahons and the WWF. A lot of great ECW guys started there, like Tommy Dreamer. Oh, interesting.
Really? So we got the World Wrestling Council, which is famous because
Isn't that Puerto Rico?
Yes,
okay.
Mr.
Carlos Colon.
Mr. Carlito's dad, Mr. Carlos Colon, he runs that.
Look at the sign on Mick here, and he's got a Stone Cold shirt on. Pick me, Steve.
That is awesome.
I love Mick.
Speaking of shirts, I'm rocking a shirt tonight.
What do you got?
Mr. Kenny Omega.
All right.
So yes, absolutely. Shout out to Kenny. Once again, certain things I don't agree with Kenny, but I think he's one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Is that a unicorn on it or something?
Hold on. We got a wing, we got a snake, we got a finger pointing up.
Okay. I don't know what any of that means.
Uh,
One-winged angel or something?
Yeah. One-winged. Yeah, I don't know where the angel part's at, but yeah, it is what it is.
The gimmick was only saved by Orton, and there's no way Orton teams with him when he comes back. Zero chance on that one, Daniel.
Fans are claiming that they've spotted Orton at the Performance Center recently.
Yeah, there was a picture that came out of him today, and then he's going making the sign to them.
I hope Orton comes back for one last good run.
Oh, he is. I think he definitely is.
It could be because honestly, Orton's one of those guys where once he's retired, we're never going to get no one like him ever again.
No, he's one of the best heels of all time.
Oh, without a doubt.
Stone Cold's on the phone.
Dude, that's an old picture. I think that's like a Ringmaster picture.
That does kind of look like a Ringmaster picture right there. Because he doesn't have the vest on or anything.
No.
He's going to be at Salt Lake next week.
Dude, Salt Lake, man.
He's talking about a knee injury that he had when he wrestled Shawn Michaels.
Uh-oh.
The funny thing about those knee braces that he wore was he really didn't need them.
Yes.
Of course, people have had some, knee injuries and things like that, but he's openly said it was just part of the outfit and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I would actually just wear like a neck brace to the ring. Mm-hmm. I won't need it. You just part of like my Steel City stutter muffin gimmick.
All right. Like Joel Gertner.
Yeah. Like I'm just like a drunk fool and I have a neck brace because I keep falling down the stairs because I'm so sloshed.
Or he's even worked with WCW. They've worked with everyone. Yeah, it sounds like it. And Mox got KO tonight on a botch. That was a scary looking move that he took there in that match, Jeremy.
I haven't watched any of the highlights. What happened?
Yeah, he lost the international title to Phoenix. Phoenix, when he did his finisher on him, spiked him on the top of his head, and there's rumors coming out he was concussed.
I hope he's okay.
He couldn't fit. The ref was going to do the count, and John wasn't going to get up, so the ref stopped and stopped the count, and it was so obvious, when he stopped it, and then Moxley's yelling at him to count it and count the finish because he's hurt, and then the ref doesn't pay attention and doesn't do it, and then Phoenix hits his finisher again on him.
Did Phoenix not say to him, "Hey, just throw the match out"?
It was the ref's botch on it. He didn't count the 3 like he should have. He just stopped, and then John was like yelling at him. He must have been really hurt. So they said it was possibly a concussion. I don't know how it couldn't have been a neck injury with the way that he landed on his head.
Was Mox booked to lose the title?
I don't think so. I think it was a complete, injury type thing, and there was no way he was finishing it.
Oh wow!
But he got a second one somehow. Austin wearing the shorts with the knee pads is the all-time great, especially when he wouldn't wrestle at all night. Yeah, he'd be rocking those knee guards out all night long. Love Randy Orton. Would have loved to have seen Randy and Ric Flair in Evolution, buddies in his corner. Feud with Stone Cold. Boy, Stone Cold and Randy would have been a lot of fun for a feud.
Oh god, that would have. Oh yeah, like without a doubt. You got the Viper versus the Rattlesnake.
Boy, I got to say something about Bulldog though. At this time, Chris, he really was on the decline here in '97.
He was. With all due respect to the Bulldog,
I love the Bulldog.
He was hard after he left World Championship Wrestling in I believe. Right after he got fired from the World Wrestling Federation, he went to World Championship Wrestling for a couple of years. After that, I really couldn't watch him because he was really
terrible in that run in WCW too, Chris.
I know. And
he was fucking the worst.
That run, it soured me on him. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care anymore. But yet you look at his run beforehand, like with SummerSlam and all that stuff, it was outstanding. It was just, yeah. Good God.
Yeah. He's beating the shit out of him right here.
Dude, oh, God.
He got really out of shape, too, when he went to WCW. He was in terrible condition for him. His thing was always his look. He always looked like, like a fucking Greek god in there. With
Good God.
He was built up, and when he went, his look wasn't there anymore. That was it for the Bulldog.
The most notable thing he did was the mini movies and WCW.
He fell through the entry ramp or something, right? Or tripped on it and got hurt.
Yeah, that's whenever he went to World Championship Wrestling the second time. So
that's when it basically ended his career.
Yep. There's a
trap mandible claw on him right here. Boy, there's a lot of fucking screwball finishes tonight.
Yeah, this booking's terrible.
Yeah, it's like every match here is a DQ or a count out or some shit that's going on. Everybody's got to be separated here by the refs, and there's some crazy after fight, after the match is done. It's a little too much.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just a little too much for me.
It is. The best match of the night, it's sad I'm saying this, but Sabu and Flashpunk.
Davey and Sting should have been tag champs. You mean like early 90s, Jeremy? Like when they were over there in the early 90s? Would have been cool if WWF had Kane to be the one to end Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. It would have made Kane a bigger star and been a good way to end the Kane. It could have been very interesting, too, with Kane to do it. Kane was always somebody I believe could have taken the streak, Chris.
Which I agree 1,000%. And the thing is that I don't agree with certain use Kane has because I think he's a batshit crazy. But as a performer, you cannot deny the guy's a legend.
Sure.
And which I feel like Kane would have been very appropriate to end the streak.
Bulldog's saving grace was Owen in this era. The fact that Owen could take all the moves and Bulldog comes in and uses his power.
Oh, without a doubt.
Point, Daniel. Great point.
And speaking of Canes, dude, check out Blue Cane.
The hell is that?
Blue Cane. Oh my God, dude. Google it. Look up YouTube. Blue Cane. He's taken the Indies by the storm.
Like Blue and then Kane?
Yes, Blue Cane.
Okay, I'll have to look him up tonight.
I'm sure Daniel knows what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'll have to look that up. WWF is live this Sunday in the McNichols Arena. And then next week, we're going to be in Des Moines, Iowa.
Brother, the McNichols Arena, man, I've had so many memories in that. That one time Clint Bobsky beat Greg Valentine. There was the match between Jake Roberts and Booker T. Washington. You had Drake Maverick. He faced.
Did he piss his pants in that one?
He did.
All right. So, let's see. Jeremy knows Blue Cane, and Daniel says he has heard of Blue Cane and what a show that is. I don't know anything about Blue Cane. I've never heard that. I'm going to look that up tonight.
Dude, you'll be entertained. I promise you.
Okay.
So instead of fire, it's snow.
Okay.
I'm shocked at WWE. They haven't sued him yet.
Okay. Most underrated tag team, in your opinion, Chris? Who do you got?
That's a really good question. Shit, that's really good. Wow. That's a really good question.
That's a hard one, isn't it?
That is most underrated that didn't get the love that they deserved.
I'll shoot first. I'll do it.
Yeah, please.
The Rockers.
Yeah, the Rockers are up there for me.
I know they were popular, but they never got that, that big run or anything like that. So I'm going to go with the Rockers.
I would say the Quebecers.
Quebecers? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I put them up there. Yeah. Because they were fantastic, and I don't think they got the love that they deserved.
Dude, Lorraine said, I think WCW could have done a lot more with the Hart Foundation. Guys they had in WCW after the screw job always felt like they were held back due to politics in WCW. Maybe Stampede should have signed them and compete with the WWF, ECW, WCW, etc. Would have been interesting to see the Hart Foundation guys leading a new Stampede promotion. I think the problem with that at that time, Lawrence, was they were really just the Hart Foundation guys were really kind of past their prime at that point. Jim the Anvil Neidhart was. Davey Boy wasn't in good shape in regards to
mental and
physical health. He had a lot of substance abuses. That's why I really don't think it could have worked in WCW at that point when they finally got released. And Daniel's going with the Hollywood Blondes for him. Oh, great pick right there, Daniel. Yeah.
Yeah,
the Hollywood Blondes together for like a year or so, which was crazy because they had a lot more juice left in them to run together.
Also, okay, that's got me thinking about somebody else. The Enforcers, Larry Zbyszko and Arn Anderson.
Okay, that's a good one. Jeremy's going to go with the Skyscrapers, first team to beat the shit out of the Road Warriors. Wasn't the Skyscrapers, wasn't that Sid and Dan Spivey?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, the dogs are barking. You got freaking Ahmed kicking, like, hey, shut up, dogs.
Love the Centro. I always say it. I just love the Centro.
They're smelling Vader's
they don't like
thing.
They don't like it at all either.
And we got to give a shout out to Larry Zbyszko, the one that he
created the NWO.
He created NWO.
Can you believe he said that?
Yes. I love Larry. Me and you put him over.
Larry too, but holy shit, man. Nash's response to that was hilarious. That was hilarious when Oliver read that to him and let him know.
Oh, yeah, because me and you, we put him over to nauseam.
I like Larry. He was a great part of WCW in 97.
Oh, he was.
If I ever ran my own promotion, may have to book Blue Cane. Sounds cool. And later it was Dan and Undertaker. Yeah, I remember later on Undertaker and Spivey joined up. Yeah. The dogs are barking at Ahmed because of his snoring. He keeps he's sleep kicking gates open.
Oh, hell yeah. So yeah, I think with the God, that's a really good thing with the
think about it for a minute, and I'm gonna run to the bathroom really fast, and when I come back, think about it through the time, and I'd love to hear your answer. I'll be right back.
What is your time stamp? I'm sorry.
My time stamp before I go is 56 minutes and 40 seconds.
All right.
And we got Triple H coming out here. All right, I'll be right back, dude.
All right, gotcha. Okay, so Lawrence said that he enjoys the matches with Bret Hart and he likes a Booker T and Benoit. I agree 1,000%. Which I believe that those are two opponents that really showed that Bret still had it. And I think you talk about dropping the ball with somebody. I think Bret Hart was a massive ball drop for World Championship Wrestling. They could have booked him to be their biggest star. But of course, egos, politicking, and just a bunch of nonsensical bullshit stopped that from occurring. But at the same time, though, like a lot of people said, that Bret just wasn't into it anymore because of what happened in the World Wrestling Federation. Now with Bret, he's bitter and he claims that Bischoff didn't know his head from a hole in the ground. And it's just a bunch of he said type deal. And ultimately, me and John, we have nothing but the utmost love and respect for Bischoff and Bret Hart. But, no one really knows exactly why things went down because there's two different perspectives. Loved Dan's Cape Fear gimmick in the WWF. Yes, I absolutely loved it. And that actually laid the foundation for one of the greatest gimmicks in the history of professional wrestling, which was Bray Wyatt. So, like a lot of people, I mean, especially like the newer fans, they don't think like, like what was the inspiration for like the cult leader vibe, like the cult leader Bray, and which was Dan Spivey's. His gimmick that he had in the World Wrestling Federation. Hold on. Daniel said Pat Patterson couldn't find a referee shirt anywhere in the back. He would pull a Mankind and grab a white shirt and spray the line. I agree 1,000%. So we have Owen Hart, Goldust, and Triple H, and for the Intercontinental Championship. And in my opinion, it's the best looking Intercontinental title ever. And then you have, of course, the first ever Intercontinental Champion, who won a grueling 48-man tournament in Rio de Janeiro, Mr. Pat Patterson. His ring boys were helping him win the matches. Little do people realize. All right, so Booker and Benoit had classic matches in the Best of 7 series for the television title and WCW and the Best of 7 in the U.S. title. Oh, man, those matches were absolutely outstanding. Some of the best displays of why World Championship Wrestling was so good. Did the bell even ring? Patterson is letting the competitors go banana. Go banana, that's right. Who's going more banana, these competitors or the ring boys with Pat Patterson? Sorry, I'm just kidding. Anyways, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. Anyways, we got 3 future Hall of Famers here. No, well, Hunter is he's in the Hall of Fame with the DX. Owen should be in the Hall of Fame, but unfortunately, due to the circumstances with his death and his wife and all that, it's never going to happen. And I'm sure once Dustin Rhodes retires, the WWE will definitely put him in. Oh, beautiful knee drop by Dustin. Hunter's covering him. Oh, he covers 1, 2. Honestly, 3 great competitors. Lawrence said, definitely agree with Wyatt. Followed up well with it and ran with the ball. The Cape Fear inspired gimmick for sure. Oh, yeah, like without a doubt. Bray is one of my all-time favorites, and which I'll do a little bit of inside baseball with you guys. I'm a very sensitive guy, and like there's a few wrestlers that I really have nothing but the utmost love and respect for, like that really mean the world to me. Bray was one of those guys. The death that hit me the hardest out of any wrestler since I've been a fan was Eddie Guerrero. Which a lot of it has to do like with the fact that I met Eddie, and it's just he made such a huge impact on me. Now, like the second hardest, without a doubt, was Bray Wyatt, because I believed and I loved his gimmick so much. He was such an amazing human being. You will never hear anybody say a bad thing about. You'll never hear anybody say like a bad thing about Bray, and same goes for Eddie later on. All right. Goldust could have blew glitter in their faces and easily won. Oh, come on. If AEW gets a Hall of Fame, Owen will be the first one in. Yeah, probably. I'm guessing either that, Jericho, or Cody. Also agree. Respect both Hart and Bischoff. Don't take sides on it. Respect both sides and their contributions. Oh, yeah, like without a doubt. And for Jeremy, he said the wrestler's death that hit him the hardest, it was Piper. Oh, yeah, man. Like, you're freaking Piper. I was a massive fan of him. I think he's one of the greatest talkers of all time. And his contributions for the business are immense. Think about it, guys. Would we have WrestleMania the way it is now if it wasn't for Piper being such a good heel for Hogan? Because as many people know, if the first WrestleMania was not a success, the company would have gone bankrupt. And Piper being what he was with Hogan, that made that event. So big kudos to Piper. Straight up, if it wasn't for Piper and Hogan, we might not even have the WWE Network. I mean, seriously, guys, we might not even be talking right now. Piper had that big of an impact on the business. All right. Lawrence says, my favorite Eddie feuds were with Ray, both in World Championship Wrestling and the World Wrestling Federation and JBL. Oh yeah, Eddie had phenomenal chemistry with both of them. I would say some people might not agree with me when I say this, but I think the greatest match in the history of World Championship Wrestling was from Halloween Havoc 1997 between Rey Mysterio Jr. and Eddie Guerrero. You talk about storytelling done to perfection. Absolutely perfect when it comes to those two men. Like, their chemistry was off the charts. Lawrence says 2 of my favorites are Roddy Piper and Terry Funk. They have both passed, and I still miss them both. Oh, man, both legends, like, without a doubt. I love Terry. I love Roddy. And massive contributions they've made to the business. This show is, which a good part of it is focused on Extreme Championship Wrestling. If it wasn't for the contributions of Terry Funk, just think, would have ECW been as big as it was? Would they have gotten their first pay-per-view deal like that lifted the company up to like a different stratosphere? I'm just saying, guys, we talk about Piper with Mania. Just look at Funk with ECW, what he did. 2 legends, like, without a doubt. Just imagine if Piper would have never left the NWA. Yeah, that's a fantastic point, Jeremy. Dare I say we would have never had WrestleMania. All right. Okay. Also love Ray and Hoovy and Eddie and Hoovy. And it's, oh man, excellent chemistry between all 3 of them. I love Hoovy. Extremely underappreciated. The juice is very underappreciated. Without Funk, no way ECW gets the traction. I agree 1,000%. Every single person that you talk to that was a part of Extreme Championship Wrestling at the time will always say that Funk was the main reason why they were able to get on pay-per-view. They were the main reason why they were able to expand, like, with their television deals, everything. Funk was that backbone. He was that foundation. And there you go. Also, Kidman did some great stuff with Hoovy and Ray and Eddie. Oh, man, Kidman, extremely underappreciated. One of the best cruiserweights of all time. I always love Kidman's work. Oh, beautiful sidekick by Owen Hart. It's covering Goldust. And Helmsley breaks it up, ladies and gentlemen. All right. These are all 3 legends in this match, but honestly, this match is boring as shit. I do not really care at the moment. So, yeah. Going at tooth and nail, baby. Oh, Chyna's in the ring. And she does the Frankensteiner on... She did the Frankensteiner on Goldust. Will this give Hunter the opening he needs to get Owen in that belt? Owen, beautiful enziguri by Owen. Now Goldust is back in the ring. Off top rope, misses, hits Hunter. Owen's covering. God, that Owen covers Hunter. Horrible finish. Anyways. Even the franchise of ECW himself, Shane Douglas, has given Terry Funk the nod for what he did for ECW and his success. Oh, yeah. You can't give enough flowers to Terry Funk with what he did to ECW. I mean, just like without a doubt. And by doing what he did, he helped many, many men and women get jobs and make a decent living for a good time, for a good time period. That's until the end, which unfortunately you had checks bouncing. But that had nothing to do with Terry. I think if Pillman wasn't in the accident that he got hooked on painkillers, I think he would still be there. I agree 1,000%. I think Pillman would be like a coach right now. Chyna would have done it to Pat, but he don't like females in his face. Like, yes, because Pat loved the Ring Boys. Love Terry Funk's feud with Tommy Dreamer in ECW, with Funk giving Dreamer the rub. Oh yeah. Speaking of hardcore legends, you have Dreamer, and he's taking what he learned from Funk and he's helping the younger talent in the Impact Wrestling company. So, I mean, you talk about just being able like to you talk about like with the ability like to pay it forward. So, all right, so we got Jim Gambell, Hart, we got Bret Hart. They're out in the ring.
Sorry about that, buddy. I had to stretch out, man. I just I'm still going through a lot of these muscle spasms from my surgery, so I had to stretch out for a good 10 minutes there just to get limber.
Brother, you're fine, man.
This has been a hell of a recovery, so I'm sorry, folks. I've been doing my best to get back to normal. Yeah, it's so hard for me to sit still with this thing.
I agree. I understand, man.
It's the damn worst. We got Bret out now for a little promo action.
Yeah, you missed the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Was it any good?
Not really.
Yeah.
Pat Patterson was the he was the referee, and we were talking about what's more intense, the match between the three men or Pat Patterson's love for ring boys.
That's a loaded question. My favorite, two favorite Terry Funk's feud, Ric Flair and WCW, and the stuff with Cactus Jack.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, the good
Without
stuff.
a doubt.
Original Hart Foundation hitting the ring. Man anvil attached to the Hitman is about all he'll be known for. Yep.
Oh.
When someone says Tommy Dreamer, I instantly think of Raven handcuffing him to the cage and eating those chair shots. That was brutal when he did that.
Oh yeah, like without a doubt. And when I think of Anvil, I always think about Stu Hart. Hey Vince, do you think you can give Jim a job?
He's a Stewart. Yeah, he's got to stretch in the dungeon. Yeah.
I'm gonna stretch it. Do you think you could give him a job, Vince? Please.
Boy, Raw's really been stinking it up the last couple weeks, Chris.
It has.
I'm not saying this show isn't as bad as the last one, but they're definitely stinking this shit up.
Now I'm starting
here with a promo to save it.
Oh yeah.
This is where you can kind of see why they were getting their asses kicked by WCW with this right now.
Oh yeah.
Just a reminder, everybody out there, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you I don't know what I miss.
With the anvil laughing. Yeah.
Just a reminder for everybody out there, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you like the video, please. And then if you haven't already done so, please make sure to subscribe and like the channel or follow it on Facebook. Share it. Please feel free. We greatly appreciate that. That's how we grow the show here, just by organically, by people coming through and spreading the love.
Oh yeah, and the thing is that within like the past 3 weeks, me and John, this brand has grown. We've grown by over 400 followers, and I want to say thank you to every single person out there.
Yeah, it's really crazy, man. Really impressive stuff. We really appreciate it, and it's awesome to see people checking us out, whether it's live or later on. We're honored to have everybody come out and join us. We hope we're entertaining you and giving you some good content and a way to spend the night. And Chris and I definitely greatly appreciate it.
Oh, we do. And the thing is that a little bit of inside baseball with you guys. Me and John, we've had to reboot this brand 3 times. Okay. And the fact that the third time going, we have over 1,600 followers now, and the radio show and all that. When in fact we could have easily been discouraged. We could have given up and said, screw it. And the fact we didn't give it up, you guys have made it worth it for us. So thank you.
Everybody out there, the reason that we're still able to do what we do and have the passion for what we do and you enjoy it is because of each and every one of you. And we greatly appreciate everybody giving us, whether it's a few minutes of your time or longer, we greatly appreciate that. And it's an honor for us to have anybody come out and join us. This is, as Chris and I always say, for fans by fans.
I agree.
Let's see. Laurent says Tommy Dreamer's doing awesome helping talent. He's always has everywhere he worked. He's a valuable person to have in a locker room. Couldn't agree anymore, Laurent. He's a stand-up guy.
Which I was talking to them about the whole thing with you speak about Roddy Piper because Mr. Nix made a great point. What if Roddy Piper would have stayed in the NWA and never joined WWF? Which in my opinion, you would have never had WrestleMania. And without Piper's involvement with WrestleMania, wrestling wouldn't be where it is today.
No, absolutely.
And then you look at Mr. Terry Funk and what he did for ECW. He helped them get on pay-per-view. He helped them get nationally recognized. and him mentoring someone like Tommy Dreamer, that led him to going to the Impact Wrestling and the influence he's having on the newer talent. So, I mean, it's just unbelievable what these legends are doing.
Absolutely. Daniel says this Raw is definitely lacking Stone Cold. Couldn't agree anymore. Lorraine's been sharing the love. Love your stuff. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate that. Jeremy says, you fellas are like family. I truly mean that. Thank you so much, Jeremy. We really appreciate that. It's love getting to meet great people like all you guys and just have some fun and share the love. Daniel says, wants to fight the other hitman, the guy that stole my name. Give him the sharpshooter. And Lorraine says, really appreciate you both as well. This is a great show. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate all the kind words. Very much appreciated that.
Grateful. Me and John, like we are so unbelievably humbled and grateful.
Absolutely. Anybody that gives us a couple minutes of their time or the full time, we're extremely grateful for it. Look at Anvil throwing the hands out of her. He don't know where the hell he is right now.
How much cocaine do you think he's done?
A lot. Me and my dad were just talking about Hitman Hearns today, actually.
What? The boxer?
Yeah, the boxer. So is that Hitman Hearns in there right now?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that's Thomas Hitman Hearns in there right now, the boxer. Me and my dad were just talking about him today. We were picking up my daughter from cheerleading practice. And we were talking about boxing and combat sports and just stuff in general.
Really quick. Your all-American daughter.
Yes, my daughter is a national All-American, in cheerleading.
Which I know you're a proud papa.
I really am. She's really great. She got featured on a nice video montage the other day for their upcoming season and everything like that. But she's national All-American. Just made it in the 9th grade. Can't be any prouder of her. 100%. But we were talking about Hitman Hearns and just the battles he had in the ring. What a badass he was.
Oh, without a doubt.
On the ground, man, if there was ever a sign of a career. Daniel says it is Hitman Hearns. That's what I thought, Daniel. And Jeremy says, here's a what if. What if Sting and Warrior switch places? It never would have worked, Jeremy. Sting was a class act and a consummate professional. Warrior was not.
We're not going. Oh yeah, me and John, we're not going to act as if the Warrior was the greatest person ever, and the way the WWE loves to whitewash his history, like the God honest truth. Let's just be honest here, which we don't speak ill, but from what many people say, the Warrior was a piece of shit. Yeah. So yeah,
it's amazing how they try to transform what they wrote and how they buried him and what everybody said about him. We're not disrespecting somebody that's not here anymore. It's just what everybody has said through the years. When 100 people say it, it's got to be true.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, I just heard countless stories of what a
piece of shit.
Piece of shit he was. Daniel says Sting succeed, Warrior fails due to Flair just not wanting to work with him. Yeah, there ain't no way that Flair's working with Warrior.
No,
I remember the documentary 350 Days. Superstar Billy Graham talked about getting coked up while working out and taking roids. Have you ever seen that documentary, Chris?
The one that is on the Amazon.
It's on Amazon or Tubi or something like that.
Yes, I've seen parts of it.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it too. It's not as good as the other wrestling documentaries, but it's definitely got some interesting thing talking about the career. There's too many people in it, which is why it's a little hard to follow for me because they go back and forth between too many people's stories. Whereas Beyond the Mat had like 4 or 5 like key people in it, which is why I thought Beyond the Mat was so good.
Oh, what broke my heart with Beyond the Mat was the relationship between Jake and his daughter.
Yeah, it was real sad to see. We got Scott Taylor now, aka Scotty Too Hottie, taking on Brian Christopher. Look at that outfit. Did Scott Taylor borrow your trunks here, Chris?
He did. And I have the same tailor as Marty Jannetty does.
Yeah. Brian Christopher borrowed mine right here.
He did.
I told him never to touch these things, but he sure didn't listen.
Those are your pajamas.
I wear them every night to bed.
You do.
I wear them every night to bed. They're comfortable, and then sometimes I go to work in them.
Do you do you have to restock your silo with tortillas yet? Or do you still got to get
coming up? It's coming up. We had tacos tonight for dinner, and we scarfed down at least about 20 of them. So
Okay.
we got a little ways to go. We got tens of thousands of tortillas.
Tortillas, I love it. Oh, what the hell?
Love the Warrior and Sting tag team in UWF as the Blade Runners. They
Yeah.
had a really great look to them. They were green as goose shit back then, but they had a great look to them. That if Warrior was probably a better guy and they would have ever pursued that a little differently with those two, I think they could have been a big name tag team. But I think it worked out well for the both of them because they all had a pretty damn good career.
Oh yeah,
and you guys Sting have the same tailored. Daniel said allegedly.
Allegedly.
Beyond the Mat is one of my favorite, if not favorite, pro wrestling documentaries. Saw it in the cinemas more than once. Also had it on tape and DVD. It is fantastic. Beyond the Mat.
I agree.
Would you agree?
I agree, and it's a great reflection on the world of wrestling and what the wrestlers go through behind the scenes, because it's not all glitz and glamours like everybody else thinks.
Jeremy says, I watched the Jake the Snake documentary the other day for the first time. Really sad. It's a great documentary. In fact, we did it as a watch along on the channel here on Facebook, right?
We did.
Yeah, a couple years ago. I think it's still on the channel, so we did a watch along of that, Jeremy. It's a great documentary, a great story of redemption, and it's great to see he turned his life around. And
I'm so happy for Jake now.
I am too. It's wonderful to see. He's back with his ex-wife Cheryl, and they travel around together now. Did you know he got back with Cheryl?
I did not. I didn't know that woman
together for a while.
I didn't know that was the woman which I know he was with the woman. I didn't know that was Cheryl though.
Yeah, that was Cheryl, his ex-wife that from the WWF days that you saw. They
good for them.
They reconciled after all the years. I guess they remained friends, but when she really saw him get his life back together, they got back together. She travels around with him to all the different conventions now. It's you always see, I always see pictures of them together, which I think is an awesome thing.
So basically, she saw the man she fell in love with again.
Yep. It's an awesome thing, man. It makes me happy for him. It's a beautiful thing to see, some retribution and people when they get their life back in gear and they do the right things that, you can go back and have those things again in life.
Oh, hell yeah.
Great things to hear, that Jake had that. Lorraine said, remember the Warrior is Dingo Warrior and World Class Championship.
Unfortunately.
I've seen a couple clips of it, Lawrence, but I never really watched it with him over there, but I definitely see it. Quite enjoyed the Warrior. The Renegade actually felt like he was a bit of a rhino, could have done more. The Renegade was the worst wrestler, in my opinion, out there in WCW for many years. And a great look, but boy, the Renegade. Something to say. The $1 Million Man documentary is a good watch on Tubi. It is it's another great story of redemption. But unfortunately, I think a little bit of it gets overshadowed now with the stuff that happened with the family.
Do you think that he can, or do you think the $1 Million Man, he can help redeem the Mississippi welfare system?
Not at all. I think his boys are going to be facing, there's one boy there is going to be facing, Ted is facing a pretty lengthy prison sentence. So
now is Brett in jail already?
I don't remember, but I know he got pinched for something a bunch of times too and had some issues, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, definitely check it out, Lawrence. Another great, if you like wrestling documentaries on Netflix, folks. I was telling Chris about it last night. Go check out The Wrestlers. It's really fantastic about Ohio Valley Wrestling, and we're going to cover it on the radio show in a couple weeks when Chris gets an opportunity to actually watch it.
I will.
It's really, really good. I watched the first 6 episodes in one night because it was that good they did. So,
hell yeah.
Great show. Daniel says, I saw the Dingo Warrior lately. He was hanging up for 6 months at Target.
Oh, my God.
Remember the angle in WWF with Jake's wife and Rick Rude? Absolutely, I remember that, Lawrence. He put her face on his short or in his ring gear and his trunks. Rick Rude is one of my favorites of all time.
You put him over last week on our show.
I put him over all the time. And anytime I get an opportunity, and go check out our YouTube channel, the Retro Wrestling Revival, on YouTube. And you'll see my last video I did a funny Rick Rude part 2 of his greatest promos. So go check it out and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, folks. Retro Wrestling Revival. We put some shorts up there, pretty, occasionally. And when I get time, I like to make funny videos and put them up there. So we just put one up there. And my last one was Rick Rude, which it's actually been getting a ton of downloads the last couple of days, which is nice to see. So,
oh God, yeah, grateful.
Lawrence said, I love The Wrestlers. Great OVW docu-series on Netflix. It's really good, Lawrence. I'm glad to see you liked it too. Daniel says Rick Rude gets all the respect for sure. A great one. Have you all seen Al Snow lately? He's juiced to the gills. Yeah, he looks great right now. He looks great. I love Al. He's such a class act, Chris.
Well, like for me and John, we feel like steroids are not a big issue within professional wrestling. Like as long as they're done under doctor's care. Yeah. So
I have not seen the Monster Factory documentary series on Apple TV, Lawrence. I don't have Apple TV, so I have not seen it. Chris, have you seen it?
I have not. I don't have Apple TV.
Yeah, I don't have it, or else I would. If I can get a free trial, maybe I'll get it and check it out. Iron Apple TV is not too bad, but I got too many damn streaming platforms, and I just don't watch them.
Thank you. Same here. I
just dropped a few of them the other day because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I really don't watch much TV. Like the ones that I mainly watch is Peacock because we're watching the shows here. And then I like to watch the Discovery Channel a lot, or I'll watch Hulu, and that's about it. Occasionally something on HBO Max or whatever, but it gets too expensive when you have too many platforms.
For me, I got Hulu, Peacock, HBO Max, Netflix,
Paramount Plus,
and like the Paramount Plus, but like that's free because I work for Walmart. But Paramount
Plus is pretty good. I just dropped it. That's one of the ones I just dropped because I haven't used it. But they do have good stuff on there. Actually, no, I did not drop that one because I kept it because of football. I dropped Stars because heels.
Stars don't got shit, really.
No, it doesn't. I just got it because I don't know why I subjected myself to watch season 2 of Heels.
Yeah,
but I got it for just to watch the show. So Daniel says Vader's trying to look tough. I just saw you struggle against the Undertaker with 3 fingers. I'm not buying it. Lorraine says worth a free trial to check out the Monster Factory. It is like wrestlers, great stuff. Yeah, I'll have to look into getting a free trial, Lawrence, and checking that out. I got a little bit of extra time this weekend, I think. So maybe I'll report back next week if I get an opportunity to check it out.
I believe Mikey Whipwreck was a trainer at the Monster Factory as well.
Oh, okay. I know who's the guy that runs it? Johnny Rods?
Yes.
Yeah, Johnny Rods, one of the best trainers in professional wrestling. Look at this goofy ass fan in that awful Undertaker outfit.
It was
she's hyped up in the crowd there.
Woo! Yes.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Rockabilly. Look at one of the signs. It says Rockabilly loves cock.
Oh my God!
Look up in the camera, Chris.
Rockabilly loves cock.
Yeah, Rockabilly loves cock is what it says.
Or does it say
how did that get through?
I don't know. Rockabilly rocks cock.
That's tremendous. That's the sign of the night right there, folks. Rockabilly rocks cock. Wow.
That's great.
Jesus.
They're willing to censor all kinds of stuff, but yeah, that made it through.
That fan's holding that shit up loud and proud, too. Ahmed's in the back looking at the TV screen, looking all pissed off. Can you believe he's made it 2 hours without a nap? That's why look at him. He's ready to pass out. Hey, Ahmed, wake the fuck up.
Wake up, Ahmed.
Jeremy says, worst WCW character, the Renegade, the Yeti.
God, that's tough.
Oh, I'm going with the Yeti.
Yes, the Yeti.
The Yeti. It's the Yeti.
The Yeti.
Just for him dry humping Hogan and pretending like he was bear hugging him, which he didn't even have his fucking arms wrapped around him. Woo! Lawrence says, if you work for Walmart and free Paramount Plus, we should get Walmart to sponsor us 3 to start our own wrestling promotion and get a streaming show on Paramount Plus.
That's not bad, yeah.
Well, they have the money to do it, but they bought the Washington Commanders recently. The Walton.
No. The Denver Broncos.
Oh, the Broncos. Okay, sorry. So yeah,
the Magic Johnson bought the.
They're not hurting for money.
No. Magic Johnson bought the Commanders.
Yeah, Daniel says he just woke up. That's why he keeps rubbing his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Now we got the DOA out again. So let's take a wild guess and say that this is going to have a screwball finish, Chris.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit.
DOA's jumping on him now. Yep. Boy, didn't take a rocket scientist to see that shit was coming.
DOA versus just BO with Vader.
Mm-hmm. Got a brawl going on the outside with the DOA again and the Nation. Undertaker and Vader here are giving each other stare down. Now Undertaker's getting in the fight here with everybody. Vader's just standing in the ring. I think wishing that somebody out there was like the Kuwaiti journalist that interviewed him recently.
Oh,
that shit fake?
Is that fake? Or get David Schultz out there.
believe Larry Sharp, who trained greats like Bam Bam Bigelow, etc., started the Monster Factory. Okay. Yeah, I remember hearing that name a lot, Larry Sharp.
Oh, wait, which I'm thinking of Mike Sharp. Sorry.
Yeah. Iron Mike Sharp. The
Oh.
man with baby oil on him still in his grave to this day. God rest his soul.
Isn't
Daniel
he
says they
in our
bought
Hall
the-
of Fame?
He is not, I don't think. I have
Okay.
to go back and review who was on our last Hall of Fame show. We will do one this year for sure.
Oh, yeah, because like we've done enough content.
Yeah, last year we were on hiatus for several months at the end of the year, especially I was gone for all of December overseas on a trip. So we definitely will have to do one at some point and do our 2023 Hall of Fame. Worst chair shot in wrestling history. Oof. Worst chair shot. The Rock hitting Mankind.
Yep.
That was brutal.
And the Rock with Shamrock.
That was bad too. Yeah, there were some bad ones. Undertaker getting SummerSlam 94 flashbacks when he sees chains. Mean Street Posse for the Hall of Fame. You know, Daniel, the prerequisite is they gotta appear on the show in that year to be able to be eligible for it. Once they appear on the show here eventually, Daniel, they are a lock for that year's Hall of Fame.
They are.
Fucking Mean Street Posse. If they do some signing somewhere, convention, and me and Daniel are there.
Do you think Rockabilly is going to be in the Hall of Fame this year for us?
Could be. We'll have to go through the Hall of Fame committee here.
Okay, and, Rockabilly.
Rockabilly. Also, Paul Heyman did a show when he was young called Wrestle Party at Studio 54. Had NWA greats like Ric Flair make appearances. That was also the show Bam Bam Bigelow made his debut at. Larry Sharp's Monster Factories. Students did the wrestling on. Okay.
That's partially how Paul got his foot in the door.
In the door, yeah. Daniel says they wore sweater vests. They listened to no rules.
They don't.
Oh,
good God. Dude, D'Lo just...
Here's a good one from Jeremy. Torn between JBL to Eddie or Sean Spears hitting that home run on Cody. Boy, he busted Cody the fuck open on that one.
He did.
Yeah.
I don't know how Cody did not get a concussion on that.
Lorenz had a heap of coffee, so I'm getting pumped like Ric Flair raining around passion for pro wrestling.
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
Daniel says, Mean Street Posse do a sign, and not only are we there, but I'm rocking the sweater vest.
I love it. Lawrence, brother, that's what we encourage here on the Retro Wrestling Revival. 100%. We want you to share your passion because we're passionate.
Chris, do you like coffee?
I love coffee.
I asked Daniel to say I'm a coffee guy. So I brought home from my trip when I was overseas a few months ago. I brought home, I'm going to have to send you some if you like coffee. It's the strongest but best coffee I got when I was in Vietnam. And holy shit, Chris, this coffee will put some hair on your ass. Let me tell you that.
Really?
Oh, bro. It'll put some fucking hair on your ass.
Good God. You see that boot? Bro. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Just imagine Undertaker having to smell that.
Man, he's strong to tombstone him. Shit. And he picked him up like he was nothing.
Be it fucking now. Sorry. I think if
Paul Bearer doesn't have his jet black hair going on. He's rocking out the light color.
Oh, yeah,
doesn't look good on him.
He can't afford the
shoe polish.
He can't afford the shoe polish because he had to get Kane's surgery paid for. Because Kane was burned up in a
I can't wait till Kane comes out here shortly.
Oh, hold on. What's he? Okay. So what's Paul saying?
You made your casket, dead man.
Oh my God.
What's Paul gonna do next week?
Oh shit.
All right. Paul's teasing something that's gonna happen here. I don't know. I don't remember what it is, but
it's the secret of Kane saying that your younger brother, he got burned up in a fire at the funeral home, and
if the Undertaker wasn't the dead man before, lifting Vader definitely made him one.
Oh God.
Oh, tremendous. All right, so that's going to be the end of the show, my friend. So let's give our ratings on this Monday Night Raw. Chris, what do you got for this? You got thumbs up, thumbs down, or in the middle?
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. This was way better than last week.
It was.
And I'm gonna say this right now. I will do it thumbs in the middle.
Mhm.
The Flash Funk match with Sabu was the best match of the night. The triple threat match for the Intercontinental title, it was boring. It was prodding. The match with Rockabilly sucked. The matches in general were absolute hot garbage, but I have to say, like, the stuff with Paul Bearer and with the Undertaker was good. The stuff with Bret Hart was decent. And they're setting up the gang wars between the Nation, Los Boricuas, and DOA. I think those are the only redeeming things for the show, so I do thumbs in the middle.
Okay.
You?
Let's see really quick. If you want to get jacked up on coffee, here in the States, Death by Coffee and a K-Cup or Stout. Had a cup, stayed up till 5 a.m. Oh, all right. Joke with Mike Messy. It was Eric Bischoff, only worked in WWE for free coffee. Get the joke, cup of coffee, like the wrestling term. Short run with the promotion. Yeah, he was enjoying that catering. Been a pleasure. Enjoyed the show. Thanks, Lawrence. Appreciate you coming out, my friend. Great to see you. And we hope to see you on Monday when we come back and do our next show. All right, so what do I give it? I'm going to go with you. I'm going to give it in the middle on it. It had some good qualities to it, but all in all, it really was kind of a convoluted show and really too many too many stupid
Screwball finishes.
Yeah. The gang warfare stuff was kind of entertaining a little bit to see where they're going to go with it and the fights. There was a lot of energy in the crowd. I'll say my favorite match was actually Flash Funk and Sabu. I thought they had a fun match, so I'm going to give them my favorite match, but I'm just going to give it in the middle. So that's where I'm at on that one. It's you think WCW is going to have a difficult time beating them when we do WCW next week for the June 23rd edition?
No.
Yeah,
not at all.
Either. I don't think so either. All right, Brother Martin, why don't you give us anything you want to say to close us out, my friend?
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart to all the fans out there, thank you so much. Me and family appreciate you. We're continuing growing, but we're growing together. This is 4 fans, 5 fans. We're going to be back next week, next Monday for the Monday Night War Series. But make sure Saturday and Sunday coming up from 9 to 10 p.m., you check us out on the Retro Wrestling Revival radio show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. We're here for you. We're going to express our passion for professional wrestling. And where can they find us, John, on Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, 99.1 FM, WDJY. We always post the links on Facebook, so check it out. All you got to do is click on it and then click the listen now. It's every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 10 p.m. We taped the shows last night. They were some great shows. We had a blast doing them, actually. That first show we did for Saturday was just a ton of fun. We did the greatest mic men of all time. We had a bunch of promos, everything like that. And then Sunday was some of the greatest wrestling feuds was the topic. So I hope you guys come out and check it out with us. And it's going to be a good time this weekend. And we really appreciate everybody coming out, checking us out live later on, whenever you do it. Jeremy says, I'll see you all Monday. Try to listen to the radio shows. Hitting the road this weekend. Got to go work in 5 hours. Have a good night, Jeremy. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate all the support as always, my friend. Daniel, same thing. Everybody that came out tonight, we really appreciate it. And we got a lot of great stuff upcoming here over the coming weeks, folks. So make sure you keep checking out the show. We'll see you all on Monday, but check out the radio show if you get time this weekend. We got some fun topics, like I mentioned. So for Brother Martin, I am John, and we are out of here for tonight. We will see you all again Monday. Have a great rest of the week, and thank you for watching the Retro Wrestling Revival.